it's good being from America. It's good just to get out of that American box, and look back in, and it really puts a lot of stuff in perspective, because take a lot for granted if you don't get out of America. Yeah, so it's I don't know if like a particular place, there is some really beautiful places like in Portugal, Portimao, or like just a there's some in England even like Newquay, like that town, and there's a lot of different spots that are just like really beautiful, but I just think it's good to just be in the culture in Europe. It has a lot of history, and it's just got like it's just a different world. They're just kind of they're taking it where we took it, and they're just writing a new book now. And so there's a lot. I see a lot of the same progression, and I see a lot in some people. I see the same motivations too. So yeah, it's good. It's nice kind of being able to just watch it progress, 'cause that's what it's about. Oh no, it's not underground anymore. You got that underground community and culture and stuff still inside, but it's mainstream now. Everybody knows about us. Like we're the cool kids on the block, and we used to be the kids that they tried to kick off the block. So it's kind of weird how that came, but I kind of grew up in a hospital since. But I've had over 20 operations. I've had I'm really lucky. I kind of say I'm living on extra credit in a sense, and so that's why I just cherish every day really. But I'm real lucky to be this kind of mind and this kind of attitude, and in this era of medical science, because they've really, my life is pretty contingent on them putting me back together all the time, so. I think I use my children as my inspiration now, it's the purest form of inspiration I've ever had, and I just, and I celebrate life just maybe a little differently than most, I like to, my celebrating it kind of challenges it at the same time. So I try to use them as my governors in a sense, a little bit, so I think because of my children, they're the ones that probably keep me around, if I'm pushing it too far and maybe not seeing the next day. Yeah, I say that, but that's why I stumble when I say that, because at the same time I rode my bike out of back of a plane recently and just was holding on to see what it was like, and then I'm like, wait a minute, I'm supposed to be more mellow, but they inspire me to be who I am, and who I am isn't really mellow, so it's a fine line I kind of walk. Yeah, I've been trying to play music with them more, and trying to get them more into just playing music, and something that isn't so like health insurance contingent, like having to rely on that so much, but at the same time, genes are a bitch, kind of, like I see so much of myself and my children. They have that same fire, they have that. They just, my little boy loves running into walls for the pure enjoyment of it. So that says a little bit about him, So yeah, it's going to be a fun ride. I'm just going to hold on, let them just, let them find their passion, and let them just, explore life. That's what it's about. It was getting kind of territorial, for a while, but I think it's more of a lifestyle and an attitude now, and that's kind of bridged the gap between the two, because. We have rollerbladers to pick on, together. so now we're cool with each other. We can just pick on the rollerbladers.